bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's a...
Have you?
Go on.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been... Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, and the more war being waged. And who will they all... Why, the good Reaper.
And you've seen this Reaper?
Aye, you'll find her right here.
Here in Delamil. Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market. But if you're not the patient, but it'd be a bolder man than me. Feeling bold, traveler. Now, if that's all, I have places.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the
Not unless she's discovered the secret of...
Eh?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks.
Good question.
And I'll visit this store.
All right.
You too, Goots.
The finest sell swords in... Storm couldn't hold a candle to our new town.
What a mess.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with.
You fought very bravely. The safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So,
That's up to you. Die a slow death. Boys?
leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
when the Borgwyn finds out he only wanted that bull of a man, sir. You weren't.
What were you going to do?
The Borgwyn wanted him to. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right. But then you. Well,
You're not worth the effort.
fucking coward!
I need to find Goods.
Get your filthy...
Stop calling and stop
For they are not lies.
Goose.
He's gonna kill He said she had to pay in blood.
After what she did, it is only right. That loathsome harpy's... Goots was only with your... Run along now.
No.
No.
I don't care what she did. Promise me you will, or I'll...
Goods!
Enough, all!
But how did you?
You're a sight less The whole thing got me thinking. Who in Dalamil might bet? Though it was just... Bo, I thought the years might have taught you some sense. What was it we called you?
You. Everything that... It was all... And now you'll fight...
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, sir. Wise word. And now, it's time to collect. Sorry to keep...
Is he...
Dad, it's an easy going through life, one I... After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you did. Lost it to old Wet Legs back. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox, so I took some of my own. Sorry, but he crossed a line, dragging. It didn't hurt you, did it?
No, Nan. Still got on, but...
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. But something tells me... Right. Let's get you...
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
My lord Marquis, is that... It is you. I am Sebastian
Of course.
Yes, my lord.
And what was so sensitive that you...
1,000 apologies, my lord.
It's all right.
I am here at Martha's Rest, tasked with learning what I am... And what I have learned is grit. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things... The gears of governance have grabbed the realm. Your lord, uncle...
That sounds like...
It is. Hence,
Alas.
I have lost... They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword.
So you want me to... I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Thank you, my lord.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic.
Bandits.
Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Money. The gentleman of the town guard.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your mark, so you can start by...
I already...
I'll deal with this.
Thank
You that one's... If you kindly...
Or you can go back to your garrison and...
Oh, you're more... He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his...
I'd expect as much from Hugo's fate.
Much has changed in the Republican Army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend my... I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but his men confiscated...
The captain is no more.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such...
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I...
Not at all. Now, if he was bound for Oriflamme... There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere. What happened here?
If you're with the other, they've already released...
I'm not.
But then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford.
Of the 7 high houses of... It's been... Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? I was on my way back from the old capital when...
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands. It didn't matter in the end. I did...
Which way did they go?
South, toward the...
All right. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach.
Thank you.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Make for the town while you can.
You don't need to tell me twice.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make...
And stand by as ill...
It's just Clive, which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such...
The garrison have their hands full inside. There are few hands left to work the field. The market stalls are nearly bare. And the price for... When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandit...
Rockford, if you are to continue your investment, you first need to seek...
I shall return to North, but allow me to...
Don't thank me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got... I shall send a Pistolus as soon as I'm able.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for it. I should go and tell Rutherford. But his colleagues are still...
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
You needn't fret. The creatures.
To the meadows, then.
Let's go.
Yeah!
We're not alone.
Enough of you, are there? Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with. That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to...
I see. The rest's location affords a Speaking of which, I only happen to be in the right. They both seem to think. I am afraid that Storm is in crisis, and we must, as it is mine.
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever.
And what precisely will I be cooking up?
Blueback wyvern liver.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Now then, you stay right where. Let's out these grand old chefs of... And here we have it. Fried Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption.
And rightly so. Is there any high...
So...
What? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. It is a tour de force. A force of nature.
I think he likes it.
I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking.
Decent. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest...
I'll give it some thought.
Nothing like a dish of cold.
I didn't mean to make... I just thought...
Aye. Well, someone had to. Reckon the both of us would be worse. You've always been me right eye, and I'd have you stay that way.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again. And again.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the...
Thanks, Nan.
There's nothing he would...
That's as maybe. He'll need to start looking out for... Till then, he'll need people to watch his back.
Of course.
Stop it. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours.
can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
It's over!
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
You're injured. What happened here?
It's what... There's a village...
I'll go. Rest well, so. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Right. I got here in time.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
Is...
He was right to send you. Tabor is safe thanks to you. You seem...
You must have me confused with some...
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there. In Cosnis when you killed my brothers.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over.
And what of my ill will?
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who...
My oath!
I know how hard they are to keep.
No. Lord Kupka told us of your crime.
Man.
I am nothing like you. Just know.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Here, take a look at my wares. Of course. Take care.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalist flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Who among you is bold enough to heed her call? Is that blade for hire?
Figuratively.
Well, a passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous, for Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as...
How do you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But bring me that beast's...
All right.
Of course you will. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that... I eagerly await your say.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases.
You!
Finally. Is something wrong? At the university, the student... The university? A specialist in ancient cultures. In my heyday, no of the answers I seek. Would you to an old man? Climb the stair. And some courteous soul is rumored to have... The three of them, to be precise. I'm here in the hope that those, namely, the otherwise undocumented origin... I can't promise I'll... Remember what you can. I'll piece...
How are those new boots treating you?
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Darren.
Not a scratch on them. Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing less?
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Recent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed. Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair. Oh, what the... Oh, come, don't tease me now. Let's... Guardians of the... I'm pretty sure... Fascinating. But, oh, whatever. The engraving... Wanderers of the Golden Paw. No doubt you're right. There are This is proving... Children of the Hunters. That's all three. And so, we add 3 engraving guardians of the Mother Crystal? Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the route. Nonetheless, one cannot... Too many stairs, Bah. Ha! Too many... Straight home now. There's still plenty of fighting in yet. Here's your hide.
I worried you might never... Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. Join me as my honored partner.
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Do not allow me to keep you from being...
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of... Order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Three cities and a sea? Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
Side total. Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy? Run like the wind. Thanks, Cal. Come on. Yeah!
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
Titan!
Joffrey men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, it just so happens that...
And what talents would...
Why, you're feeling...
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, Randalar has been particularly badly. None remain free for long, of course. But the army, too, is in...
And you've been looking to buy.
Precisely. It's...
So where does my skill with the...
Though we may have the funds to buy, so we've been searching for a place where they can... And we believe we have found one. The place was abandoned a long time.
And so, we seek the...
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making...
Of course.
Sounds like you'll have your work.
I will. We have an entire... Even if I begin right now, I'll be... So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out.
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Leitney's...
All right.
I'm sure you won't need it. Been a nice place once.
And it will be again.
think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat. It's over! Something the matter, Theodore?
Quiet. Those are our terms.
I shall.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes, but enough about him.
It's done.
You made quick work?
I should go and let her...
Don't let me keep... but Clive, she'll only get upset. I'll explain everything.
Right. Eloise.
Thank you, Clive. Here. Well then. Now, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure...
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the... I suppose it's to be expected, but we shall emerge.
Well...
I'm not sure I do.
Ah.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching her. He represents the Silver Peak.
I don't think I've heard.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. And they're still expanding. And judging by her...
And you'd rather she did?
I would rather she did. And I would never deny her. Eloise saved me from slavery. But this was not the life. I won't let her give up on her. She freed me from my bonds. And she must be freed from her.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful. And I want to repay the favor. But each time an opportunity to do...
She loves you.
And I love her. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, these bearers aren't going to... That's a job for the Crimson...
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't...
You know what you have to do.
Clive, as you know, our time grows short. Before we part, I want you to know that...
Thank you. But his revenge...
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since...
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, but... There are those... I would place Lostwing in their hand, but a village home only to the frail and the... And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway?
I will.
Thank you. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales.
Understood.
Then the last of my preparation, and may Griga
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Everyone. You can no longer guarantee your protection.
Well, if that's what the master... Sid, none of us will be standing it. We owe him our lot. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost, and if that's what has to happen, that we get...
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot!
They've gone with Master Quentin.
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. They're all gonna fucking die!
No. Sid! We can't let Quentin...
All right. Where is this man?
It's way over to the east.
Promise us, Sid.
Time to fight.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin.
Which is more than I can say. They followed me without...
This must be the guard, Quentin. I'll hold it off.
But...
your comrades didn't die. Don't let their sacrifice...
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no more guards, though.
No. It's a piece that needs to be put down. Titan! Yeah! Is it over?
This is. He wept. Just as I dreamed all my plans. It was all for the... But what is? My faithful comrades.
Quentin.
Master Quentin!
You?
And so... it's Lostwing.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. It's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. Here.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange...
No, Master Quentin.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, why just a village? What's to stop us?
That's the Master...
Please, Quentin, after all. Permit me to withdraw. I will no longer be needing.
I'll pretend you never...
But you must be rewarded for your...
A bottle or two of your finest red.
Of course. And I have a feeling, if you don't mind waiting...
I look forward to it.
is done.
Oh? You remember how some of Sir Wade's... Well, now the rest have come to... Now, I don't mind having a few, but we ain't got nowhere for him to bed. I'd build him a new barracks, but where would I put him? Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's been more and more of them turning up, but there's only so many we can shout. We can't keep cramming more and more people into... And that's what I was hoping you might...
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So...
Well,
Eastpool. It's been a long time.
It was a tragedy, and if any of us could have done, but what's done is done.
I suppose you're...
The Blight might be pressing in. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it there. Nasty bastards. They would have sent someone to clear them out soon, but now we've got a few more guardians.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved.
And I know the men will. I've already shared a few thoughts with, and I dare say he's got some idea.
Of course.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So, Wade.
And you, Lord Rosfield.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans...
That's right. I rather fear my men have been treading... And then there are the bearers. We need somewhere to settle them.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you.
That's very kind of you. With you beside us, we shall soon send...
So...
That thankfully there aren't too... And rather less, thankfully. A small force would suffice to clear the village. But
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with them. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village. Make sure I'm not taken unaware.
I can't ask you to bear...
The Akashic are the bigger risk.
Well, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord.
All right.
We shall see you there.
What are you after? Much obliged. There you go.
It's because the heavens have gone to...
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place.
Or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
surprises.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye.
We were. Put down more than a few.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind.
I would hope so.
Your men will be bringing the bear. It might be best to send word for them to come right away.
Of course. Leave it with me, my...
Home? No. With...
That's all of them. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not... The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but it'll take a bit of elbow grease.
So wait. If you don't mind.
Of course.
I'll let Martha know that if you need anything more...
And we will, my...
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha. The good news.
Sir Wade told me you got rid of... What's all this about? Some shit? On second thought, it'll only give me nightmares of me own.
I suppose it will be.
What else? Sir Wade said it. There's plenty bad happened to that place.
Did Wade say that?
Well, anyway, the poor souls, the way I see it, if it's food or...
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you.
I wanted to. Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.